the network and you just want to see me live on the broadcast, I miss you guys, see you at VCOD. If you were invited by somebody as a prospect to look at this opportunity, please be patient. I know you've been online for a long time, but I hope you enjoyed listening to Kalai, our host for today. I hope you got a very good picture of our company, our organization, QNet, from Trevor, and I hope you understand the V, your upline, okay, introduced by Vinu. And today, I'm going to take you through a little bit of, generally speaking, how this business works. But all the details, please go back to the person who invited you, all right? Because I don't want to go into details. I want you to see the bigger picture. Now, my duty tonight is not for you to say yes. I'm not here to convince you, because I believe nobody can convince you except yourself. But I'm here to erase every possible doubt you have, every possible reason for you to say no. All right, I'm here to answer those unasked questions. Okay, so let's start. All right, I'll get the whiteboard because I don't usually do PowerPoint like everyone else. I'm a bit old school. So I want you to look at this whiteboard, okay? For the next 30-40 minutes, these two, this gorgeous Malaysian talking to you, and this whiteboard is going to be helping you make a decision, simply. So first, let's start with where we are. Because there's no use for you and me to have this 30-40 minute conversation if you and I are not agreeing on certain things. So as we move along, you and I have to agree on certain things. Then we go to the next one, and the next one. And the first thing you and I have to agree on is very simple. Life revolves around two things: money and time. That everything in our lives, whether you are in the Middle East, Africa, Central Asia, South America, wherever you are, Asia, Malaysia, all our lives are controlled by these two things. Our happiness, where we live, how we live, our relationships is all controlled by these two things. Now don't get me wrong, God is important, honesty is important, love is important, but these things are up there in the list, okay? And there are a few categories of people in the world which I realize, okay? And this was shown to me when I was 17 years old, and it gave me the biggest realization as a young man. All right, so there are people, okay, with no money, a lot of time. These are students, people who are unemployed, I guess hippies who live in the forest, I don't know who, all right, but no money, a lot of time. And then there are people with a lot of money and no time. This would represent the majority of professions in the world, whether you are doctor, lawyer, engineer, all right, banker. You would have a sizable amount of salary or remuneration, but you won't have time to enjoy it. Your life is down to maybe one vacation in summer with your family for 7 days, I guess. And then there is the vast majority of people in the world with no time and no money. And when I mean no money, I don't mean broke. I mean people with no disposable cash at all. And this represents today almost 90% of society. Those who have a regular job, which I respect because you're putting food on your table, okay? Don't misunderstand me. Those who go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. But by the time you get your salary, and by the time 1 week after you get your salary, you are left with nothing. You got bills to pay, you've got bills to pay, and you got bills to pay. So you end up working 10, 12 hours a day, and at the end of your working month or working year, you barely have any disposable cash remaining. Instead, you may have loans with the bank for the house you don't own or the car that you don't own. But this is reality. Whichever country in the world, this is reality. All right? That these people, I have issues with them. Okay? But let's not talk about it. These people have a good life, but they don't have around the world. And the final category is money and time. Okay? And you know these people. You see these people today on social media. People who make, residual income. They make money while they're on vacation. Do you understand? These are the big boys, big girls who figured out how to exactly, make money, leverage resources and time, get into the right business at the right time, okay, invest wisely, and get tremendous returns on their journey. Now, this category is simply called the world of financial freedom. So I've got a question for you. The same question was asked to me when I was 17 years old. If a genie comes from a bottle tomorrow and asks you, choose which category you would want to be in life, which would you choose? Now just bear with me. You're watching this live broadcast. Just answer the question in your heart, in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. Which category, deep down in your heart, you would want to belong to? Now, logically, unless there's something seriously wrong with you, all of us want to belong to this category. Everyone does. I, at 17 years old, when I was asked this question, my answer was this. The problem was, I didn't know how. I didn't know how ever in my life I could reach that category. But I understood one thing. The people in this category did not work for other people. They owned their own businesses. They were self-employed. They ran their own show. Right? They were business owners, not employees. This category. Alright? And I realized at that time that the only people who could ever fall into this category were people who owned their own business. But at that time, this was 20, 30 years ago, business was very traditional in definition. You know this, whether you are in Kazakhstan, India, or Germany, you know that owning a business is the only avenue of possibility of becoming wealthy. But the definition of business 30 years ago was very limited. It was traditional business. And as a 17-year-old young man, I knew I could not do it. I didn't have money. I didn't have expertise. I didn't have a skill set for business. And I knew at that time getting into business was difficult. Like anywhere in the world today, owning a traditional business is not easy. You need money, skill set, investors, hiring people, figuring out everything on your own. And even after that, 80 to 90% of traditional businesses do not survive more than 3 to 4 years. But today the world has changed. There is a realm of opportunity for people like you and me to be a business owner without the headaches and the risk of traditional business. And ranking very high in this realm of opportunity is the industry of direct selling or network marketing, the industry that QNet is part of. So today, whether you are listening to this for the first time, you are listening to this for the third time, please understand what I'm about to present to you today is a fantastic opportunity for you ultimately to own your own business in an industry that has a proven track record of over 100 years, the industry of network marketing. Now you are right now thinking, no, Pathman, there are so many other industries out there. All right, there's so many other industries that could allow me to be a business owner. I have to agree. There are a lot of things happening out there in the real world today. But I have checked them all out. And the problem with those industries, number one, accessibility. Accessibility is the key. All right. Number two, risk. Okay. So when I talk about the industry of network marketing, why I chose this path, why I chose this path of network marketing to reach this category, all right, was because number one, it was accessible. That means I could show this business almost to anyone. I didn't have to pre-qualify. I didn't have to look at your background, your financial standing. It was so accessible for the common man and common woman anywhere in the world. Number two, and I'm saying this not because I'm standing here as the V, I'm saying this after a lot of intelligent analysis. It is risk-free. Repeat after me if you can, wherever you are in the world. It is risk-free, and I will show you why in a short while, okay? So, we all agree, wherever you are in the world, we want to belong to this category, all right? And we have to eliminate all other options, okay? Because I have already done the research for you. Traditional business, not accessible, high risk. Investment, high risk, all right? Too high risk. One virus could destroy any business on the planet. You saw this yourself with COVID. The only industry that actually grew tremendously during the COVID era was the industry of direct selling and network marketing. Our business grew tremendously, all right? So I realized that other opportunities carry very unhealthy risk. And if you are a long-term thinker, you want a risk-free business, okay? So how does this work? It's very simple. The industry of direct selling or network marketing, all right, we'll call it direct selling, moves products and services. That's all it does. Like Trevor said, we sell the most exciting products and services that the normal world does not sell, simply put. All right, that means some of the products that we have, whether it's the BioDisc, the Home Pure Nova, are so good, all right, but a traditional retailer, a traditional company would not retail this product. Direct selling companies like us, we actually find some of the best products in the world, all right, and very unique. Now, to distribute products and services, you know, stores, 7-Eleven, hypermarkets, malls, online platforms, Amazon, Alibaba, every avenue sells products. Now, network marketing also sells products. And QNet was the first network marketing direct selling company to go e-commerce. In 1998, the same time Amazon started, we started. Our founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, had the vision. In 1998, even before e-commerce, we embraced globalization. All right, and until today, fact number one, you have to write down fact number one. We are the most globalized network marketing company in the world. There is no other network marketing company in the world that allows you to acquire customers and downlines practically anywhere in the world from the day you start. All right, so we are the only 100% e-commerce, 100% globalized network marketing company in the world. The only one. Nobody has proven me otherwise. All right, we have customers in Iceland, we have customers in Congo, all right, we have customers in Papua New Guinea, all right, every country in the world, we have customers who have purchased a product from QNet. And we started this vision in 1998. All right, we retail products just like any other company. We retail products. The unique thing about a network marketing company is that they make profit. Any business makes profit. And network marketing companies make a lot of money. Alright, trust me, they make a lot of money. The difference between a network marketing company and all the retail giants on the world, e-commerce or brick and mortar, is they don't use the money like other companies. Other companies use the money traditionally, advertising, alright, billions on advertising, endorsement, billions on endorsement, billions on advertising and promotion. And they walk away with a healthy profit. A network marketing company takes the billions and they share it with their customers, you and me. That's it. Because they understood, besides a billboard, what is more powerful than a billboard? A friend talking to a friend. So network marketing understood, like right now, all of you are logged on watching me. Alright, not because you saw a billboard, Pathman Sinatiraja live, not because there was an advertisement on Netflix, you understand, or on your local TV channel. You logged on purely based on word of mouth. And right now I'm speaking to thousands of people across the globe just by hey. So word of mouth marketing or referral marketing has existed longer than you and me have been alive. Alright? So you recommended movies before, you still do. You recommend food, restaurants, you still do. You recommend products, you still do. Alright? From our great-great-grandfather to our great-great-grandchild, we will never stop recommending things to people in our circle of influence. This is human nature. The problem is, you never got paid. So network marketing figured it out. What if I start paying people to refer our products to their friends and family? Alright? Sounds simple, but it's extremely powerful. And word of mouth marketing through network marketing or direct selling today has crossed over $300 billion globally. Alright? And QNet being one of the top companies in this industry. So how did I get rich? Or how did I become financially free? I don't want to tell you and make it sound so simple, but it's the truth. How did I become financially free? I just talk to people. That's what I did. Alright, for 26 years. I just talked to people online, offline, coffee shops, living rooms. Alright, and I became financially free. Why? Because QNet took their billions of profit and shared it with me, with Kalai, with Sati, Arun, Adli. You understand? They have shared the money with us based on how much business we brought to them. Simple mathematics, okay? So please understand this. Great products, great services. Alright? For example, if you take our Swiss-made watches, I'm wearing one of them today. If you take our QVI holiday packages, alright, or our energy products, or our jewelry, or our home care products, they are the best of the best in their category. Alright, there's scientific backing, endorsement by governments, by some of the most respected agencies in the world, and it's exclusive to customers of QNet only. Alright, so now you understand how you become financially free. But how do you own a business? It's very simple. Okay? Somebody is going to call you and do a presentation, like I'm doing right now. I represent the person who invited you. Okay? And they're going to ask you to buy a product. You can buy any product you want. You can buy a biodis, alright, which is equivalent to a few $100s, which carries a value of 1,000 BV. You need to understand the value in BV or business volume. Or if you want, you can buy products that carry 3,000 business volume BV, or 5,000 BV, or 7,000 BV. It depends. Alright? The higher the value of the product, there is a benefit. Alright? The lower the value of the product, there's still benefits, and you'll understand the difference, okay? Now, when you buy a product from QNet, you automatically register as an independent representative, or what we call an IR. Alright? But in your language, my language, you start to own your own business. And what do you get when you buy a product and register with QNet? You get something called a tracking center, or TC. What is a TC? Why they call it a TC? I don't know. Alright? But imagine it's like your bank account. You understand? You can't touch it, you can't feel it, but it's there. Alright? Now this tracking center carries your name, your address, your data, and very secured, exactly like a bank account. Now why we have to secure this? Because this is where your money is going to come. Alright? I know people who have a tracking center with us with a balance of over 2 million US dollars sitting there. Alright? That's how much they trust us for the last 26 years. Now this tracking center belongs to you, and there's a line in the middle that divides this tracking center to left and right. Why left and right? I don't know. But somebody intelligent figured out this is the best formula, which is a win for the company and the win for a distributor like you and me. Okay? So you buy a product, you now own a tracking center. Simple as that. This tracking center belongs to you. Now write down fact number 2. This tracking center is equivalent to something you own, like an asset. And we are the only, repeat, we are the only network marketing company in the world that allows you to transfer this tracking center to your next of kin when you die. It's an asset. You can put it in your will and last testament. Alright? Because when you build a business, you're building it for the next generation. The world offers this, prove me wrong. Okay, I've done my research. So that's fact number 2. Write it down. I'll tell you why these facts are important. Now, you bought a product, you own a tracking center, congratulations. At this point, after buying the product and owning a tracking center, you have a choice to make. A very important choice. First choice, go back home with the product and be happy. Alright, use the product. Alright, watch our videos. Be a proud user of the product, okay, and never talk to me again. Choice number 1. Okay, you don't have to know we exist. Alright, you want a refill for the filter, you go online, we ship it to you. You understand not? You want to know how to use the product, there are tons of videos online how you can use our products. That's choice number 1. And there are people like that. My mother's friends who bought products and never wanted to do business, but they are happy users of our products. Alright? Choice number 2 is to start your journey as an entrepreneur, as a business owner in the industry of network marketing with us. Because most of you and me never did business before. We never, my mother was not a businesswoman, she was a school teacher. I don't have the heritage, the knowledge. I didn't do well in university, alright, or college. But the beauty about this industry, compared to any other industry, you're not alone. Alright, and this is the most powerful part of this business. In any traditional business, everyone wants you to die. You open a restaurant here, I open a restaurant next to you. I'm not going to pray every day, I hope Kalai's restaurant is more successful than mine. It will never happen. You read online, alright, software companies destroying each other. Phone companies, you think Samsung and Apple are best friends? They go espionage, sabotage, alright, they hire social media people to attack each other. You understand or not? Because every customer that goes to Kalai's restaurant is a customer that doesn't come to my restaurant. So I want to destroy Kalai. That's traditional business. Now, why network marketing? Why I chose network marketing is because if this is Kalai, new, brand new, and somewhere up here, Kalai is connected to somebody else. Kalai didn't appear suddenly, you know. She was referred by somebody, and let's say she's referred by Pathman. Okay? And this relationship of the person who referred you into the business, who referred the product to you, is called the upline. Why the word upline? Common sense. Upline. I guess there's a line and Pathman is up. Alright, that's why it's called upline. Kalai is called downline. Why? Because she's down and there's a line. Okay? But the beauty about network marketing and why I love this business or this industry is it is when Kalai begins or when you start, you're not alone. You have tremendous amount of guidance, support, not only from your upline, but also the organization upline, which is called the V. You'll also get support from QNet, because the more products you sell, the more money QNet makes. So imagine you start your journey as entrepreneurship and you're not alone. We guide you, we train you, we motivate you, we keep you switched on. The days you feel you have a bad day, like I said, you got a shoulder to cry on, somebody to uplift you. Now, don't underestimate how important this is in business. Because I have friends in traditional business who became alcoholics, who committed suicide, all right, who left their family because they were alone. And the burden of entrepreneurship being alone is tough. But in network marketing, you never walk alone. I guarantee you that. I am here today successful because my uplines, Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, our founders, all right, it was in their best interest to support me. The more successful I became, the more successful they became. So the word I love using, this is the best win-win business concept in the world. So now there's Kalai. Kalai decides, Pathman, I want to start. Alright? Okay, Kalai, don't panic. Alright? Let's start together. First, I give you a little bit of knowledge. Not too much. She needs to know what is QNet, what is this, answer all the questions, give her comfort. And then she said, okay, Pathman, I want to talk to my sister Tipa. Don't worry, Kalai, I will be with you. We go together and talk to Tipa because I'm upline, experience. Alright, I know what to do. So me and Kalai go and talk to Tipa, and Tipa obviously says, yes, I'll buy a product. And let's assume Tipa buys 3000 BV. Bioday's cheap and then Home Pure Nova, the best combo for wellness and health. Alright, and then Kalai goes to a close friend, okay, Brijesh, and Brijesh gets excited and he buys a vacation product for 5000 BV. Now don't be confused with all these numbers. Alright, I just want to give you the basic mathematics. Now, the company QNet made money because Brijesh and Tipa bought a product from QNet, not from Kalai. They paid QNet. They paid with their credit card, with our own digital currency. They can pay with USDT, with Bitcoin. We have embraced all the modern methods of payment. Okay? And they paid QNet. Now QNet got the money. Now they want to share it with Kalai. Alright? It cannot be based on looks. It cannot be based on nationality, whether I like you or not. Because if it's based on looks, QNet would have to pay me 90% of their revenue. You understand? Alright? So QNet, like every network marketing company, has a formula. It is called a compensation plan. A compensation plan is a mathematical formula that pays Kalai the right amount and pays the company the right amount to retain. to make sure that Kalai makes money, company makes money, long term. So QNet's compensation plan, basic compensation plan, and I'm talking US dollars, basic, countries have different currency, talk to your upline. Every time somebody achieves 3000 BV on the left, 3000 BV on the right,